Hello, hello, hello. Are you Noah?
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
Yep. So I use Uber every day, so I'm quick with it. I don't like to make y'all wait.
Oh, fantastic, man. First and foremost, I'll ride to record it. You got a 24-minute ride.
Okay.
You don't mind music, do you?
No, I don't mind. Do whatever. Yeah, do whatever you gotta do.
All right, fantastic. Again, I want to thank you for riding with Uber.
Thank you for picking me up.
How was your day?
It was good, man. A long day. Tomorrow's Halloween. I'm gonna come in with a little costume, try to like bring up the spirits in the warehouse a little bit, you know.
Today's my birthday.
What? It's your birthday, man? My birthday was the other day.
Oh, it was?
Yes, bro. Hey, happy birthday, man.
You know, I got you something. I got you the same thing you got me.
Nothing.
I got you something. Yeah, we made it another year. You got to renew your registration.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old are you, man?
Man, I'm happy to be alive.
What? Like, you no age?
I don't believe.
Okay. Okay.
I look 75. I know.
No, you. I was gonna say you don't look. You don't look old.
No.
I'm old. I'm 29. So
Oh no, man.
As far as like the kids are concerned,
anything under 100 is a good age.
that is right.
Yeah.
You do like PF at all, or?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I go there all the time.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness.
That's my home.
The people
You
there.
see a cop. Well, he wanted me to get pulled over. That's what he wanted.
Yeah. No thanks.
Play it smart. These people are so aggressive. The drivers.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're crazy. I don't know who the people are.
It looks like a high-speed chase. So clearly, they're not paying attention.
I saw one not that long ago, actually at my house. The guy crashed outside of my house.
Oh,
The
wow.
cop gets out. Both the guys jumped out of the car. They run down the neighborhood, and the cop chases after him. And I just watched through my window because I heard a car crash into a tree.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the other day on that same street, I mean, the neighborhood's not bad, but I saw a cop like doing a like straight up run and chase on some kid.
On a kid?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a young teenager, but I mean, he was gone. And then, like the cop is like slugging behind with all his gear on. So I'm like, oh man. But I watched it, nobody got caught on the car one. They did not catch those kids.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were in a car, so I'm assuming maybe they got some sort of information on them.
Wow, that's tricky. No, I mean, in that instance that just happened, that guy, you need to calm down. Like, clearly, I looked in my rear view, I saw a cop with his lights on. That's why I'm slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you over there doing
speed.
this? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he thinks the cop he's got other things on his mind. He's busy.
Well, are you going to any Halloween parties?
I mean, I'm not really much of a drinker or anything like that, but we are going to go out that night just because we got little costumes. I haven't been out in a while for Halloween. So I'm going to try and do something. I got a little Scream mask, but that's as far as it goes.
Okay.
But my friends, they want to go out to somewhere, so we might go play pool or go to a little place with the friends after they walk the kids around.
Yeah.
Gotta walk the kids around.
Of course, that's really what it's for.
Yeah, it's for the kids. I mean, when I was younger or whatever, you kind of just like forget about Halloween. You don't really want to do anything because you've grown up. But now I'm a little bit older, and I'm like, I want to do fun stuff with it. And like, all my friends have a bunch of kids, so it's like.
Are you the are you the kidless
Yeah,
one?
I'm not gonna have any kids. Not because I don't want any, but just because it's expensive. And maybe if I was in a better position, I would be like, yes, because like I grew up like kind of poor, like a lot of people I know.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of wanted that for better for them, But my girlfriend, she doesn't want any kids.
Oh, okay.
So, but if she was like, oh, I do want kids, I would raise them no problem. We'd have a bunch of babies, name them all George.
George. That's
Yeah.
my grandfather's name.
It's a good name.
Good name, yeah.
Love them, feed them, name them George, and try to teach them everything you know. But it's not for a lack of not trying. I asked. I was like, hey, do you want kids?
So somewhere in your heart, you kind of
Well,
want
yeah.
it.
Yeah, of course, because like my sister, she's like the breeder of the family. She's got like 4 or 5 of them kids.
Oh.
Yeah, so you know, I helped raise a bunch of those kids, and I was like, this ain't that hard. You know, it's pretty easy to tell the kids right from wrong, and you put them on the right path and instill good morals and stuff.
Yeah, in theory, but it's a little trickier when you can't turn them back in.
True.
But you saying you would be up for the
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't? If you're not up for the challenge. I mean, there's some people they're not fit for it, but I mean, I definitely think I would. But my girlfriend, she doesn't want to do that. I don't blame her. A lot of people don't want to have kids these days, which is I totally get it. It's expensive, and like who knows where the world's going. But,
we know where it's going. We just don't want to admit where it's going.
oh yeah, that is so true though. That is so true. So I mean, that's why I'm gonna go out and vote for the first time. And that would be cool.
Man.
Yeah, I'm doing my part.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing.
Because I never voted before, because I actually really never understood how everything was, and you would see these names on the ballot. And you're like,
Is this the first age where you can actually vote, or were you?
I was
18?
Like, I mean, I'm 29. And I have never voted, so it's
okay.
like, it was just because like, we always had someone vote for that. I was like, Mom, vote for me, but now I'm a little bit older. I realize I see like the politics and everything, so I want people to have a better future. So if there people are bad that are in there, I want to vote against that and like don't blame the people that are trying to get in and do good.
Yeah, my theory is it's a good experience. It's a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
It really I vote, but I don't really care either which way. It's not.
Yeah.
And I have this other thing on the other side of the coin is where I feel like those type of things are already predestined.
I'm right there with you. My girlfriend I was telling her, I was like, the reason I have really never voted is because when I was younger and I looked into some of the stuff, I realized that electoral college is not everything they say it is, and like, some of these, like you want a candidate to be in there and then they like take him out, or it's like it comes down to 2 people you don't really care about, but there's other stuff to vote on. Like there's other representatives and stuff that you want to make sure, like there's like Rick Scott and I think it's like Debbie Connell. I'm more interested in voting on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the ones I'm actually interested in. That's how you're getting older. But my girlfriend, she's younger than me. She's 23, and she's like adamant about voting, and so I'm like, trying to listen to her on this stuff, because I'm like, you're right. Even if my vote doesn't matter, I should still do it, because in the case that it does matter, at least I did my part.
Yeah, I don't think so much that it doesn't matter as much as they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But it is a wise thing to have understanding on why you would vote a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, and you learn a lot too. Like you learn a lot about the stuff and the policies that we're not working with day to day, but these people are trying to actively put stuff in to like either better or take away stuff. So voting on that stuff, it does matter. But like as far as the presidents go, I'm like, it could be a coin toss. I've only really wanted one president to be in, and that was like Bernie Sanders. I was like, maybe he could do something. Bernie's my man, and he's too old now, but I thought he would have done a good job, and then they switched it to Hillary, and I was like, oh dang, that's not what we wanted. We wanted, I was in this guy, which made me kind of hate the political parties, because I was like, how could you guys? And then of course none of the good third-party candidates ever get a little shine.
Would definitely vote for Kanye.
I'd be same. I mean, at this point, let's get The Rock in there. Let's get The Rock in there.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does for a term. Because at this point, let's just throw stuff at the wall. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Get The Rock up there. Kanye VP. I'm cool with that.
Just maybe a wild card year. Maybe we could just have a wild card year.
And he'd get 2 terms probably. And it would be wild. It would be wild. See, but I mean, I know that it's like it's difficult. When you're the president, it's difficult. You get 1,000 appointments and doing everything. And
it's definitely a task.
And I mean, it's not a job that I would want. It is not a job that I don't think a lot of people would want that job. But I mean, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to step up there. It's just, I always wait. You always wait. You're like, oh, maybe we'll get somebody good this year, because I just never feel good about the candidates.
Well, let me tell you, I do feel like there's going to be a dramatic change after this, no matter which way it goes.
Oh yeah, for sure. It'll be first woman president, or it'll be Donald Trump again.
It's going to be dramatic. Not only because I believe because of the advancements of technology since the last time. Every 4 years is a long time in technology.
Oh yeah, and everything gets better and smaller and cheaper every year too. So it's like that little increase in the 4 years. It's like it's even better this week.
Yeah.
So it's an exponential growth of everything. I mean, I just don't want no war to happen and like honestly like start to try to fix some of the stuff in the country. Like, I think the schooling system isn't the best, and I mean, just like infrastructure stuff. Like,
yeah. Fix the home first. Take care of the house, and excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. We need some taking care of the house. I think that's what my sister was saying the most.
Taking care of the house is like we gotta do something.
Are you a music person? What type of work do you do in that building over there?
It's a warehouse work, so I do basically everything: packing, sorting, whatever they need. I've been working there for like 6-7 years now, and almost 7. But it's just it's basic warehouse stuff. It's like whatever. They got the receiving in the back, but I mainly am a packer and a sorter. But I teach the people that come in when there's new people and stuff. But they don't really hire a lot of people. I was teaching people yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's easy enough. I go in there and listen to books. They let us have a little earphone in, so I'm always learning in there. Like I'll put an audio book on and just be friendly with everybody. So it's a good environment. And sometimes it gets a little slow, but no managers everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Is it like technology stuff, or is it like?
It's everything. It's everything. So it's like full e-commerce building. They got backpacks, iPhone, accessories, everything. Like anything you can think of, makeup, expensive stuff. So basically, the warehouse they hold stuff for clients.
Okay.
And then the client would be like, "Hey, I got all these shoes. Would you be willing to take this massive number of shoes and then put it in your warehouse and then pick it in packets, and ship it out for us?"
So like drop shipping type stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's always good. That's always good. I always be wondering what people do when they get in the Uber ride. I visit so many different places.
Oh yeah. You're just like, what is this building? I mean, especially with the one that you rolled up on, it just looks like a big old white nothing building, and you're like, is this a mail place? Like, when the trucks are coming out, it does look like some sort of mail place. But I mean, we do deal with mail, UPS, FedEx, all that stuff, and we give them to the dudes, and they ship them out and take them to other people.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, I haven't really done too much other work in a while because I've been at the job so long, so I really don't know what the job market's like. Maybe I'd enjoy like bussing tables or like being a cook somewhere.
I highly doubt that.
No, yeah, I doubt that too. But like all the jobs are like fairly simple. I mean, it's kind of isolated in the warehouse.
Let me tell you something. A lot of these jobs are going away.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, that's why I'm like at this warehouse trying to stay safe in there because I'm scared to go out and do other stuff because everything's getting taken away.
Yeah, I personally know a lot of people that it's not, and that's why I'm saying this next 4 years is going to be extremely dramatic. Like the change is going to be unrecognizable.
Yeah, I can feel that. You can almost see it happen, like before it's happening.
Yeah. yeah, it's going digital.
Well, AI is taking over and stuff, and AI just keeps getting better and better, and like all the jobs you don't think AI is going to take is actually taking. I mean, until they move the robot sorters and the packers in, you know what I mean? Like they already tried to do robots.
Okay. Yeah, that's a complex layer. But I'm just saying, business, like I want to say names, like I won't say Walmart, but I mean, of course, Kmart or something like. People just cannot afford to participate. Which, if the companies weren't really with the loans and all that stuff like that, if they weren't being upheld by third party, it would already be underway. With different warehouse things like that, making certain things just not necessary. It's just some of this stuff is just obsolete, just naturally. That's how I feel like some of the stuff is just outdated. Business models are old. The standard 40-hour work week is old.
That's been there forever.
It's just...
Well, there needs to be a full reform of all that kind of stuff because the world is changing in such a way that, like, it does need to be compensated somehow. But it doesn't seem like anybody really wants to try to even just, like, look at that as an idea, because that's how everybody feels. You know, everybody feels like they're working too much for too little. And, like, this is something that was set up, like, it used to be, I'm pretty sure, like 30-hour work weeks, and then they had changed it to 40. And I mean, like, they need to change it back. I know it was a long time ago, but...
Oh, you want it back to 30?
Yeah, but I want it to be, like, the pay compensated. I don't know how it is, because I don't want to have to work 50 hours. And I already feel like I need to work 50.
Yeah, in order to make what you would... I think they need to do some kind of regulating or something like that. It's just... The inflation is way serious.
The inflation is insane, and like the price of everything going up, and then the fact that people aren't getting pay raises, and like that's like a whole nother thing. It's like the inflation has gone up, and no one's got a pay raise. Not you, not me. Like everybody, like something needs to happen to balance it out, and I'm wondering when that's going to happen, how that's going to happen, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna let this car go by.
Yeah, but the inflation is crazy. Having to buy groceries and stuff. It's just getting, I mean, everything.
It's serious. It's a serious thing. And see, that's the thing I don't think that the president-elects are conversating about. That's not
concerned about that.
That's not even a conversation. They're concerned about stuff that I feel that average working class person it's not a concern. The concern is, why am I trying to see if I can afford to put gas in my car, or can I eat today?
Yeah, that's
or do I pay rent, or do I get a car? Like, I can't do both.
Yeah, when you have insurance, a phone bill, the house, electricity, water, all that stuff piled onto each other, plus groceries that you probably get, like, you know, if you go on either once a week or once every 2 weeks, you know, that stuff is adding up. Plus the car needs gas, like cats need food, whatever. All that stuff adds up, and it's just like, I don't know anybody that's like thriving in this unless they were already rich before. So I'm trying to figure out how to get rich. Who do I invest in? You know what? Let me give you a tip. If you're an investor, I think the augmented reality is going to be really crazy in the next couple of years, and that not VR necessarily, but augmented reality. The stuff that they're able to do with the VR headsets, where you're able to look around and stuff, and you see stuff. You're going to be able to watch concerts with you're like Kanye right in front of you. You can see him in your living room. Like, you're able to blow up screens at 90 feet. You know, like 90 feet in your room, and you're watching Avatar and like stuff like that, and that's the stuff that's going to pop off. So I'm really interested to see how the augmented reality stuff, and I'm like, should I invest in that? Because maybe that'll be the move for the future.
I believe people are going to be trying to escape real reality.
Well, that's the other thing. I already did that. I think there's a reason these people are going to want this. They're not going to want to be in the reality that we're in. You know, you're going to want to plug into your thing. And,
at least just to get some relief.
yeah, just for a little bit. You're not in all the time. Not yet.
Yeah.
You're not in the cryopod yet, where it's keeping you alive. And,
Yeah.
and you're in augmented reality, and then you're uploading your consciousness to like some sort of. I love conspiracy theories
Cloud.
and stuff. So like, me and my dad would talk about this stuff all the time, and he would warn me back in the day, way back in the day. He was like, "AI is not good." Like, and I remember being like, "Dad, it's fine." Like, we're watching iRobot together, and he's like,
It's.
"This is
I
not
mean,
good."
it's not. See, here's the thing about it. I'm a open opportunity, so I accept and embrace change.
Mhm.
And I feel if you don't, that's how you become old.
Yes.
Go back to our original opening is when you're asking about the age. I'm open to it because when you are closed, that is when you become old.
Yes.
So I'm all for whatever changes. I'm gonna mentally and emotionally be prepared to adjust accordingly. I don't see AI being a bad thing. I think some people are gonna really prosper, and other people are gonna hate it because they're not gonna embrace it, and that's gonna build the bridge between who's gonna make it into the future and who's going to remain. They're gonna drown.
I think AI is really good for a lot of different uses. I think it could be used for like pretty like good and bad. The thing is, like, once AI gets too crazy, it can be used for bad. And like the things that I see, like, I mean, why don't you show an AI video to your grandma? I guarantee you she would not be able to tell the difference. Like there's like all these videos where you see like old people watching like videos of like Donald Trump's son like singing, you know, the national anthem or something. You're like, Grandma, this is an AI video. You're like, no, that's Donald Trump's son singing. And you're like, no, this is not good. But like, there's a lot of good stuff for it.
Yeah.
Which I see the potential in that. But I'm just like worried about the, you know, the bad, maybe the bad stuff. Like, I don't know what that would be. I don't know, like, I can't even fathom like what would happen or like how that even would be as bad as I'm thinking it would be.
Yeah.
I'm not scared about the robots. I'm like, bring the robots on. They, you know, I want one too.
Yeah.
I want to play Detroit in real life.
I think more of it about the actual acceleration and the opportunity to be able to complete more tasks. Like that right there, people are going to get very prosperous.
Oh yeah. It's the time to make money if
you
know
use
how to
it wisely.
If you know how to use it, yeah.
Yeah.
No one's talking about that either.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to figure out a way to use it. And the kids are using it, you know, it's in everything. I thought it was kind of crazy when they put it on Instagram, they put it down, the new phones are just going to have their own version of it. Like, it's not like a Siri thing, I never really use it personally. Actually, when I was playing a little bit of D&D with my friends, I would put a little story prompt in and have it write it out, and I would be like, oh wow, this is great. Okay, welcome to Clam Island, everybody. And you know, like, I was like, write me a story about a D&D world. We're on an island full of like monster clams, and it's like, all right, Clam Island, here we go.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And so I would use it for like writing purposes, and like, because I didn't have enough money to like buy a D&D book, because they're expensive. They're like $40+. So I was like, you know what? Let me just see if I can get AI to help me out, because I'll weave everything else together.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. So I'm like, what else could you do with this stuff? You know?
Yeah. Again, I do want to apologize if Uber don't allow us to speak. You know. So just throwing that out there. You know. We're having a great conversation.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
I'm just saying, if ever, like, you know, they don't want you to talk. They just want you to be a robot. That's basically.
Yeah.
you know.
No. I mean, the thing is, they are trying to pixelate the human texture in my mind, and I could, you know, I grew up as a latchkey kid, where you talk to everybody, you're friendly to everybody. You just be a human.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just be a person. Be a good person. Try to be, you know, even if people are bad, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be like that. Like, just be good to everybody.
Yeah.
And have an open mind. Because I love talking to people that have different, views than I do, just so I can learn a little bit more. Because I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And in my own mind, I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm a student of life, and that is it. And I do not know anything. I do have opinions, but they're subject to change if at any point in time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm like, I'm not married to my ideas at all.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely open to listen to other people's ideas and then, like, coming together with a collective thing inside for the betterment of everything. Whether or not I'm a Packer my whole life or not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's the life experience.
You know, we're not here for forever, and so it's like, you know, you gotta be as good as you can be in every moment and with every day, and try to be thankful for whatever you got, whether you're religious or not religious. You know, because I'm not that religious, but you know, I like to be thankful for whatever. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's harder when you're younger.
Are you here on the right, Mr. Noah?
Yes, I am here on the Blue Door. I appreciate you so much, man. It was wonderful talking to
Hey,
you.
again, I want to thank you for riding with Uber.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure. I hope to see you again. Maybe I will. If I go to this Planet Fitness, I see you. I'm calling you out.
Norwood.
Norwood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to Norwood. I'm going to the one over here. I forget it's the Normandy one, I think.
Normandy.
Yes.
Okay.
Norwood. I was going to that one for a little bit, so I might pop in there and I'm gonna shout you out.
Well, all right.
Hey, have a good day, man. Make some money.
Y'all know what it is. Like and subscribe on the gang. We back at it again, y'all. Hey, the people are real. The rides are real. The experiences are great. Again, go ahead, like, subscribe on the gang.